Headphones in the autumn sun. Sidewalk painted amber gold, October breathing through the cold. A melody inside my ears drowns the echo of the years. Your jacket's still around my frame, your ghost still dancing in my brain. The city hums, but I'm alone with every song we used to own. The wind moves slow through maple trees like it remembers you and me. Headphones in the autumn sun, playing back what we once were. Every chord a memory, every line a blur. Golden light on empty streets, where our shadows used to run. I'm still chasing yesterday, with headphones in the autumn sun. Coffee cups and notebook lines, old receipts and borrowed time. Your laughter caught in every beat, like vinyl spinning in repeat. The park bench where we carved our names still holds the shape of little flames of love that burned and faded fast, like summer trying hard to last. The leaves fall down like slow regrets, songs I wish I could forget. Headphones in the autumn sun, playing back what we once were. Every chord a memory, every line a blur. Golden light on empty streets, where our shadows used to run. I'm still chasing yesterday, with headphones in the autumn sun. Maybe love is just a soundtrack we replay when nights get long. Maybe hearts are just old records scratched, but still holding the song. And somewhere in this quiet glow, between the dusk and setting sun, I swear I hear your voice again inside the music I've become. Headphones in the autumn sun, letting all the seasons play. Every note a piece of you that never fades away. Leaves are falling one by one, but the melody goes on. I'm still walking through the light with your favorite song. The road is dressed in amber light, October breathing through the trees. Your footsteps fading down the lane, like secrets carried on the breeze. The sky is pale and quiet now, a watercolor fading slow. And every leaf that drifts away feels like a word we didn't show. The wind remembers every name we carved into the air. Whispers of the fallen leaves, softest things we still believe. Every golden memory drifting through the autumn breeze. Time moves on but never frees all the love it couldn't keep. I still hear you in the trees, whispers of the fallen leaves. Your scarf still hangs beside the door, like you might come back someday. And every song we used to play Still echoes where the shadows stay. The afternoon grows thin and pale. The sun dissolves in copper skies. And somewhere in the quiet woods, your laughter never really dies. The branches bend like they once did, but something's changed in me. Whispers of the falling leaves, softest things we still believe. Every golden memory drifting through the autumn breeze. Time moves on but never frees. All the love it couldn't keep, I still hear you in the trees. Whispers of the falling leaves. Maybe love is just a season, burning bright before it goes. Maybe hearts are autumn forests, full of things we'll never know. But when the wind begins to sing and daylight slowly leaves, I hear your voice between the lines of fallen autumn leaves. Whispers of the fallen leaves, dancing through forgotten dreams. Every shadow, every light, holding pieces of our nights. Even if you're far from me, somewhere past the silver seas, your love still drifts so quietly. Whispers of the falling leaves. There's a path behind the old town road where the air smells sweet and wild, where the branches stretch like open arms and the wind turns soft and mild. We used to walk there after school, skipping stones along the stream. You said the world felt infinite when we were 17. The leaves would whisper little songs only young hearts understood. Sunlight through the old trees, falling soft and slow. Golden pieces of the past in the quiet glow. Every shadow holds a memory of who we used to be. Somewhere in that summer breeze, sunlight through the old trees. Ooh. You carved your name into the bark right beside the crooked line. Said maybe one day we'd come back when the stars and roads align. But time can move like rivers run farther than we planned. And now I walk those trails alone with your ghost beside my hand. The branches bend just like they did, but everything feels changed. Sunlight through the old trees, falling soft and slow. Golden pieces of the past in the quiet glow. Every shadow holds a memory of who could steal. But somewhere in that forest where the world once felt so free, our laughter still is drifting through the old trees. Sunlight through the old trees, dancing on the ground. Echoes of a younger life still spinning all around. Every beam a memory of days that felt like dreams, forever caught in amber light, sunlight through the old trees. The sky's turning copper red. The river holds the fading light. Your guitar rests upon your knee, like it knows the end of night. The park is slowly empty now, footsteps fading down the street, but the quiet waits for one more chord before the day retreats. The wind moves gently through the air, like it's asking you to stay. Song before sunset, before the golden sky forgets every note we haven't sung, every dream still on our tongues. Let the evening softly come, like a whisper half regrets, just one more melody tonight. Before sunset, a couple lingers by the gate. The last birds glide across the lake. Your fingers find a fragile chord that the fading light can take. Somewhere in the quiet glow, between the dusk and day's last breath, your voice becomes a gentle flame, burning in the west. Time slows down for just a while. Inside the sound of strings, one more song before sunset, before the sky turns violet. Every line a memory floating through the evening breeze. Let the shadows slowly come, like a promise never kept. Hold the moment while it's warm. One more song before sunset. Maybe songs are little lanterns lighting up the closing day. Maybe hearts are just the echoes of the words we couldn't say. When the sun slips out of sight, and the daylight finally ends. The music softly lingered on like a quiet friend. One more song before sunset, before the night begins its set. Every chord a piece of light, drifting through the coming night. Even when the sky is gone and the stars begin midnight, someone will remember you and that song before sunset. There's a bench beside the river, paint chipped green or weathered brown, where the willow leans in silence and the world just quiets down. You used to bring a paper cup, 2 sugars, just the way I liked. We'd sit and watch the water run like it had all the time in life. Cars would pass, the sky would fade, but we were never in a rush. At the bench where time slows down, where your laughter filled the sound, where the seconds turn to gold. Every story we once told still drifts across that little town. In the breeze that moves the leaves around, I still find you somehow. At the bench where time slows down. Your sweater smelled like early rain and cinnamon from corner stores. You traced the skyline with your hands like you were mapping something more. We wrote our dreams in passing clouds and named the stars before they shone. You said forever felt so close when you didn't feel alone. Even silence had a song when your shoulder leaned on mine. At the bench where time slows down, where your laughter filled the sound, where the seconds turn to gold. Every story we once told still drifts across that little town. In the breeze that moves the leaves around, I still find you somehow. At the bench where time slows down. Maybe love is just a moment caught between the dusk and dawn. Maybe hearts keep little places where the feeling lingers on. And though the years keep racing by like trains that never stop in town, my heart still waits for you. At the bench where time slows down. At the bench where time slows down, where our shadows touch the ground, where the sun would fade to fire and your hand would hold me tighter. Even if you're gone somehow, every road still leads me now back to echoes of that sound. Back to echoes of that sound. At the bench where time slows down. Sunlight spills on the open grass. Children laugh as the hours pass. Pigeons dancing by the fountainside while the summer breeze goes drifting by. You're sitting there with your old guitar, playing chords that don't go far, but somehow every note you play makes the noisy world drift away. People walk, but no one knows. A little song is starting to grow, a melody in the park at noon, floating soft like a lazy tune through the trees and the sky so blue. Every note feels bright and new. No big stage and no spotlight soon, just a heart and a simple tune somewhere under the golden June. A melody in the park at noon. A couple dances near the shade. An old man smiles at the song you made. Ice cream drips on a child's small hand while your rhythm moves across the land. The clock tower rings a silver chime, but the song forgets about the time. And then every chord begins to bloom like flowers waking in the noon. The world slows down for just a while inside that quiet little style. A melody in the park at noon, floating soft like a lazy tune through the trees and the sky so blue. Every note feels bright and new. No big stage and no spotlight soon, just a heart and a simple tune somewhere under the golden June. A melody in the park at noon. Can take a little peace with you. That melody in the park at noon still hums like a quiet moon in the shade of the dancing trees, with the soft forgiving breeze. No applause when the day is through, just the sky slowly turning blue, but the song still drifts like a balloon. The melody in the park at noon. The air was thin with autumn light, a fading sun and ember skies. You traced your name across my hand like something time could never hide. The park was dressed in shades of gold, leaves falling in slow like whispered prayers. You leaned your head against my coat, and suddenly the world was there. We didn't need a single word. The silence felt like home. Golden leaves and quiet dreams drifting where the river gleams. Your heart beats soft against my sleeve, like every night was Christmas Eve. And if tomorrow slips away like sunlight fading into gray, I'll still believe in what it means. Golden leaves and quiet dreams. The coffee shop on 3rd and Pine still hums with songs we used to play. You laughed at dancing through the glass like echoes time can't wash away. We wrote our names in foggy air on windows facing empty streets, and every breath between the words was something fragile, soft and sweet. The city lights were flickering, but we were glowing bright. Golden leaves and quiet dreams drifting where dusk and dawn. Maybe hearts are made for breaking, but the feeling lingers on. And if the seasons pull asunder, like the tide across the sea, I remember autumn whisper, you were once the world to me. Golden leaves and quiet dreams falling through our memories. Your shadow dancing next to mine in borrowed bits of borrowed time. And though the wind may take the trees and scatter all our melodies forever in the in-betweens. Golden leaves and quiet dreams. Morning light through curtain seams, dancing on your sleepy face. Steam is rising from the mug like a dream we couldn't chase. Your cat curls up beside the amp like it owns the melody. And every chord you softly play feels like home to me. The world outside can rush and spin, but we don't feel the need to run. Coffee, cats and soft guitar strings, little quiet, everything's your bare feet on the wooden floor. While the sunlight spills some more, no diamonds, cars or fancy things, just the peace that morning brings. Love is simple as it seems. Coffee, cats and soft guitar strings. You hum a tune you have forgot from some night we stayed awake. I write lines inside my book about the smile you always fake. The radio is whispering some old love song from '99, but nothing sounds as warm as you playing right beside. The kettle sings a gentle note like it knows the rhythm too. Coffee, cats and soft guitar strings, little quiet, everything's your bare feet on the wooden floor. All the sunlight spills some more, no diamonds, cars or fancy things, just the peace that morning brings. Love is simple as it seems. Coffee, cats and soft guitar strings. Maybe someday life gets louder, maybe storms will fill the sky, but I'll remember mornings like this where forever passes by. And tiny chords and sleepy smiles in a cup we share between. Coffee, cats and soft guitar strings, every gentle moment sings your laughter in the kitchen light, turning ordinary bright. If love is more than what it seems, it lives inside these quiet scenes, wrapped in warmth and little things. Coffee, cats and soft guitar strings. Sunlight spilling through the blinds, dancing on your tangled hair. Lazy hours and open windows, summer breathing everywhere. Your guitar rests in your lap, fingers drifting through a tune, and the whole world feels so quiet in this sleepy afternoon. No rushing clocks, no crowded streets, just your melody and me. An acoustic afternoon with you, simple chords and skies of blue. Every note feels warm and true, like a dream we're drifting through. No big plans we have to do, just the day and me and you. Love is easy as a tune in an acoustic afternoon with you. Coffee cooling on the table, your laughter soft and low. You hum a line you can't remember from a song you wrote long ago. Outside the trees are swaying slow, like they're dancing to your sound. And every little careless chord feels like heaven all around. The hours float like gentle clouds across the summer sky. An acoustic afternoon with you, simple chords and skies of blue. Every note feels warm and true, like a dream we're drifting through. No big plans we have to do, just the day and me and you. Love is easy as a tune in an acoustic afternoon with you. Maybe life will turn much louder, maybe nights will race too fast, but I'll keep this quiet moment like a photograph that lasts, where your voice and strings of gold turn the ordinary bright. An acoustic afternoon with you, every melody feels new in the sunlight softly strewn through the open living room. Even when the day is through and the sky fades into blue, I'll remember every tune from that acoustic afternoon with you. Cafe lights are fading low, chairs stacked on the wooden floor. Your guitar leans against the wall like it's heard it all before. I'm packing up the last few chords, coins still ringing in the jar. But by the stage you're sitting there like you've come from very far, tail tapping soft to the rhythm of the night that's almost gone. Just a dog waiting for the next song, eyes shining under neon glow, like the music is a promise only you and I both know. No applause and no crowd to belong, just a heart that listens all night long by the stage where the quiet stays strong. A dog waiting for the next song. You tilt your head when I tune the strings, like you're judging every note. Your shadow dances on the floor every time I clear my throat. Maybe someone left you here, maybe you just like the sound. But every time the chords begin, you settle gently down, like you know the melody before the first line's even sung. Just a dog waiting for the next song, eyes shining under neon glow, like the music is a promise only you and I both know. No applause and no crowd to belong, just a heart that listens all night long by the stage where the quiet stays strong. A dog waiting for the next song. Maybe we're the same somehow, both a little lost in tune. You waiting for a melody, written in the strings. So here's a song just for you tonight, under tired cafe lights, no spotlight and no grand applause. Just a friend who stays till dawn, and if the world keeps moving on, leaving lonely hearts along, you'll still be here before the dawn. A dog waiting for the next song. Streetlight flickers on an empty lane, rain writes poems on the window pane. Your number's fading on a scrap of blue, but every digit still leads back to you. Neon humming like a lonely tune, quarters spinning underneath the moon. Cars rush by but the world feels slow, every second is a ghost I know. The dial tone whispers in my ear, like it knows you won't appear. I'm still waiting by the payphone, midnight, talking to the dial tone. Your voice echoes in my head alone, but the line goes cold like a stone. Every ring feels like a small hope, hanging on a fragile tightrope. If love's a road you left unknown, I'm still waiting by the payphone. Coffee cup, promises we never pick back up. Taxi headlights passing through the rain like memories I can't contain. You said call me when the night feels long, but the night's been playing the same sad song. Coins keep falling like a broken prayer, but you're not on the other end there. The operator knows my name from calling you again and again. Still waiting by the payphone, midnight, talking to the dial tone. Your voice echoes in my head alone, but the line goes cold like a stone. Every ring feels like a small hope, hanging on a fragile tightrope. If love's a road you left unknown, I'm still waiting by the payphone. Maybe so across this town, you hear the same old ringing sound. Maybe you stop, maybe you turn, maybe you feel the same slow burn. But silence answers every plea, like you erase the thought of me. Still I'm waiting by the payphone, with a heart that's overthrown, every memory overgrown, in the weeds of what we've known. If you ever find your way back home, through the midnight undertone, you'll know where I've always been. Still waiting by the payphone. Phone lights up at 12:03, same old area code. I shouldn't look, but my thumb's already sold. Your name like a bruise I keep pressing to feel. 3 words typed and deleted, guess that's real. I'm in the same sheets we used to fight in, clock radio static, your voice still hiding in. You say hey like it's casual, like time didn't bend, but I hear the unsaid, this call's gonna end. I count the rings like they're apologies, each one louder than the last one you gave me. Midnight caller, you never said forever, just maybe someday, in a voice so clever. Now you're dialing when the world's asleep, pulling me under where the memories creep. I answer every time like a fool on repeat, hating how hopeful my heartbeat still beats. Midnight caller, you never said forever, but God, I'll still wait for the weather to change. these cracks on the edges. You don't call me out on that. Talk about nothing, the weather, a song on the radio. Avoid the wreckage we left in the rear view glow. I trace the outline of where your head used to lie on my pillow that still smells faintly like your goodbye. You yawn like it's easy, like this isn't cruel, while I'm rewriting our ending like some lovesick fool. I should hang up, let the silence win, but your eye missing slips out like a sin. Mid-caller, you never said forever, just borrowed time in a silk thread tether. Now you're whispering secrets you won't keep, while I'm drowning in echoes I can't unhear deep. I answer every time like it's therapy, pretending your voice is still home to me. Midnight caller, you never said forever, but I'm still here when the line goes dead. One day I'll block the number, delete the thread, stop checking if returns to delivered instead. But tonight the moon's too full, the dark's too loud, and your call feels like the only thing allowed. So I let it ring, let it ring. One more time just to hear you breathe. May caller, you never said forever, but you're haunt every hour like you meant to sever the promise you didn't make, the one I still chase in the blue light glow of this empty space. I'll answer one last time, and maybe I'm free from the ghost of your hate calling out to me. Midnight caller, midnight caller, goodbye's over the prom night promises, she took them back like footprints fading on the track. You swore our love would never crack, but hearts can break just like that. Gym lights glowing like a silver moon, paper stars hanging over June. Your jacket wrapped around my dress. You said forever, I said yes. Polaroid smiles, a borrowed crown, slow dancing while the world spun around. You whisper in the midnight track, don't worry, babe, I won't look back. But the music faded with the dawn, and suddenly you were gone. Prom night promises, you took them back like footprints fading on the track. You swore our love would never crack, but hearts can break just like that. A corset's dried, the colors bled, your words still echo in my head. Forever felt so close that night, but morning proved it was a lie. The banner fell, the lights turned low, everyone had somewhere to go. Your hand slipped slowly out of mine like we were running out of time. Your car headlights down Maple Street, a quiet ending, bittersweet. You said we'll always stay the same, but summer never came. The stars would dance beneath that night, didn't watch you say goodbye. Prom night promises, you took them back like petals falling from the black. You drew a future like a map, then tore the whole thing off the track. The ribbon from my wrist still stays a souvenir of better days. Forever felt so close that night, but morning proved it was a lie. Now the gym is just a memory, a song trapped in a melody. Your shadow in the flashing lights still haunts my quiet Friday nights. Maybe love was meant to last, but some dreams stay in the past. Prom night promises, you took them back, left my heart between the cracks of every word you never meant, and every kiss you never said. Still, when the slow song starts to play, my heart drifts back to that hallway where forever felt so right. my shoulders, sparklers in our hands, writing stupid little promises. You lit the fuse, I laughed when it feels too close. Said this is us, baby, we're gonna burn the brightest. Red, white, and blue exploding overhead. Your fingers laced in mine, no one else existed. We counted down with the crowd, but it felt like ours. Like the sky was cheering just for what we started. We chased the glow, ran through the smoke. Thought love like that could never go broke. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, bright and loud, lighting up the night sky. Sparks flying wild, hearts on fire. Promised we'd never come down from higher, but the show ended, the ashes fell slow. You packed your things, didn't even let me know. We were fireworks on the 4th of July. Now I'm watching reruns, wondering why we burned so fast and said goodbye. Polaroids in the glove box, your laugh caught mid-frame. Suntan lines where your hand used to stay. I still taste cotton candy on the tip of my tongue. Hear the boom every time my memories run. You said next year we'll do it bigger, but next year came and you were a stranger. I drive past the field where we parked that night. See kids with sparklers, feel the same old fight. We were golden, we were loud, till the silence got too proud. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, crackling bright against the dark July sky. You kissed me at the finale, swore it was fate. Now the calendar flips, but I'm still stuck on that date. The embers cooled, the magic went dim. You walked away, left me holding the hymn. We were fireworks on the 4th of July. Beautiful ones now just decide. Sometimes I wonder if you see them too, from wherever you are, under the same moon. Do the colors still sting like they do for me? Or did you forget how electric we could be? I light one spark, or on my own front lawn, write your name in smoke, watch it gone. We were fireworks, we were everything. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, exploding perfect and fading goodbye. I still chase the boom in every summer song, hoping one day it won't feel so wrong. We burned so bright, we couldn't last, but God, what a show while it lasted. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, and I'll always love you under that sky, under that sky. I found it folded in the back of my closet last week. Black leather worn at the elbow, zipper half broke. You left it here the night you said you couldn't stay. Said it was too heavy, like the words you wouldn't say. I hung it up like some kind of museum piece. Thought maybe time would bleach the memory clean, but every time it rains I catch that same faint smoke. Your cologne, my tears, the promise you revoked. I should throw it out, I know I should, but darling, burning it would feel too good. Your leather jacket still smells like goodbye, like late night drives and one more try, like promises whispered under sodium light, like the moment you walked out and didn't fight. I wear it sometimes when the cold gets me, and wrap your ghost around me like a bad dream. Your leather jacket still smells like goodbye, and I'm still not ready to say mine. There's a cigarette burn on the left sleeve cuff from the night we laughed until the sun came up. I trace it with my finger like a scar I didn't earn, wondering if you kept the scarf I let you burn. I see a shadow in the hallway mirror sometimes, talk quiet, turning away like it's not a crime, but the jacket stays, it's heavier than regret. Proof you were real even if you forget. I tell my friends I'm over it, I swear, and then I breathe it in when no one's there. Your leather jacket still smells like goodbye, like dashboard lights and we'll be fine, like radio static swallowing your voice, like every version jacket still smells like goodbye, like the end of summer, like a lullaby that never finished, that just drifted away, like the space you left that I still can't feel today. I'll keep it folded, keep it near, until the scent of you disappears. Your leather jacket still smells like floor finally held when I tried all those tears. I don't check the weather or look for the rain. I've forgotten the map to your island of pain. My mother doesn't ask if I'm losing my mind, 'cause the version of me that you knew is behind. I heard you're still painting those skies for a crowd, but the colors look thin and the thunder's too loud. You're still a master of the blurred line regret, a ghost in a suit that I'm trying to forget. But I'm not the student and you're not the dean of the messiest classroom I've ever been in. Dear John, I see it all from the top of the hill. The fire went out but the air is so still. I'm not the girl in the dress crying home in the dark. I'm the forest that grew from your flickering spark. You were a chapter but I am the book, and I finally mastered that don't follow look. I don't need your sorry, I don't need your grace. I've lived enough life to erase your whole face. I saw your name on a list of the lost and the cold, the same tired stories that you've always told. Still blaming the traitors who don't understand, while you're building your castles on shifting gray sand. Do you still look for 19 in every new room? Do you still plant the seeds just to watch them not bloom? I used to be blinded by all of your light, but it's easy to see when you step out of sight. You're a lesson I learned, you're a bridge that I burned. You're the should've known better that I finally earned. I'm not a firework over your town anymore. I'm the sunrise you're too tired to keep waiting for. I took back the matches, I kept all the heat, I left you the ashes to stay at your feet. So still, I'm not the girl in the dress crying home in the dark. I'm the forest that grew from your flickering spark. You were a chapter, but I am the book, and I finally mastered that don't follow look. I don't need your sorry, I don't need your grace. I've lived enough life to erase your whole face. Exile from your arms, I saw the silence in your eyes tonight, like winter settling in the room. We used to dance around the truth. Now every word feels like a wound. You stood there like a stranger's ghost in the house we built from dreams, and I kept talking to your shadow while you slipped out of reach. I heard the echo in your voice again, like something breaking through the floor. You said the love we had was fading, but I was fighting for it more. You say I never tried to stay, but you were halfway gone by June. I was holding on to ashes while you were leaving too soon. And all the quiet between our words became a war we never heard. Now I'm in exile from your arms, standing outside your heart. wrapped around my skin. You said the world could fall away as long as we were still within. But promises are paper thin, and time knows how to tear. Now the only thing that's left of us is breathing in the air. I never wanted empty rooms or memories in the hall. I thought that love would pull us back, but it just watched us